At Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw, and that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time, he is in. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
7, Jets, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
penalty. It's Johnson. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Flushed out right, and that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. That's complete, Okuebuna. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Down at the 35.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defense. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. But right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
He was looking for Alberto. Alberto Kuebunam was the target there.
And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert O with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Becker.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
We play to win. Let's go.
Come on, season's on the brink.
Now Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Match the score, Jets 28, Chiefs 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabari Zuniga. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Mahomes firing complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there.
And it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
It's the score, Jets 52, Chiefs 42. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So that's what an angry defense looks like and what they can do. They told him, you've had your 3 touchdowns already. No way you're getting a 4th.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the